Play La Bamba, baby. I don't know how the Edmonton Oilers pulled it off again, but they do it. A 4-3 overtime victory tonight at Game 4, Rogers Place. This series is tied 2-2, heading back to LA for a best of three. Leon Draisaitl, his very first playoff overtime goal, and it could not have come at a better time for the Edmonton Oilers. They were on the power play. They were completely all over the LA Kings in overtime. They outshoot the Kings in overtime 18-7. The Kings, I think, had one or two quality chances there, but the vast majority of the chances going the Edmonton Oilers' way. And to be honest, I was getting a little bit nervous because usually the team that's getting a ton of chances and they're not burying them, all it takes is one chance going the other way and you're just left incredibly frustrated. But when Gavrikov took that tripping penalty on Connor McDavid, I think you could just feel it. The Oilers were going to take this one in overtime, and Leon Draisaitl gets it done for the Oilers tonight. They go 2 for 3 on the power play, keep the Kings 0 for 3 on theirs. So we've been talking about the Kings power play absolutely eating the Edmonton Oilers alive. It looked better in Game 3, but again, the Kings went 2 for 2. Tonight, 0 for 3. The Oilers 2 for 3. One of the big differences in the hockey game tonight, the Edmonton Oilers also outshooting LA overall 48-41, and that was a massive change. Or going into the third period, really, the Kings had outshot the Oilers 14-6 and 14-9 through the first two periods. The Oilers outshoot LA 15-6 in the third, and like I said, 18-7 in overtime as they absolutely turned it on. There was a lot of things to break down in this hockey game. Let's start with the scoring summary here. Trevor Moore at 10:35 put the Kings up 1-0 in the second period. Warren Foegele at 1:31 gave the Kings a 2-0 lead. Now this one was a little controversial because he pushed Calvin Pickard's pad. There was a lot of talk. Should the Oilers have challenged that goal? Was there enough to overturn it? We'll never know because the Oilers opted not to challenge, but at 4:11 on the power play, Corey Perry would get the Oilers somewhat back into it at that point. Leon Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins picking up the assists. That was the Oilers' first power play goal on the night. It was 2-1, but then at 7:32, Kevin Fiala on a turnover goes in, beats Calvin Pickard pretty much on a breakaway there, gives the Kings the 3-1 lead, and I got to tell you, the feeling was pretty bleak here in Oil Country, but you can never count these Edmonton Oilers out. As Leon Draisaitl said in his post-game interview, there is just no quit in this team. They've established that for years now. They've established that already in this series. Almost came back in Game 1, came back in Game 3, and they come back in Game 4 tonight. In the third period, Evan Bouchard with his first of two on the night at 7:51 from Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid makes it 3-2. And then at 19:31 in the final minute, a desperate blast from Evan Bouchard ties the game 3-3. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid picking up the assists. You're noticing a little bit of a theme there, right? Leon Draisaitl, 3 assists, and the game winner in overtime. So a 4-point night for Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, the drivers on this team. We all know that. 2 assists, for Connor McDavid tonight. Nuge picking up the other assist on the Corey Perry goal to start it out. But just, it would be nice if the Oilers could score the first goal like they did in Game 3, but even at that point, they blew that 2-0 lead. So it just seems like the start of these hockey games is not the Edmonton Oilers' bread and butter here, but they can definitely find a way to come back and win them, and they've come back for the third time in this series now, and the series is now tied 2-2, like I said, heading back to LA for Game 5 on Tuesday. It's going to be massive. If the Oilers can win that one, they have a chance to eliminate the LA Kings in Game 6 at home, but right now the home team has won all the games so far in this series, so the Edmonton Oilers definitely have to change that. With it being a best of 3 now, 2 of those 3 are in LA, so If it goes best of 3, the home team keeps winning, then this is going to be LA's series. But I think the Edmonton Oilers are gaining some momentum now. Hopefully, this can carry forward into Game 5. They can find a way to win that. And then I think in front of their home crowd in Game 6, they can find a way to get this series done. But have to take it one day, one game at a time here. But fantastic to see from Evan Bouchard, a couple huge goals tonight. Leon Draisaitl, like I said, a 4-point night, his very first playoff overtime win for this team. So the Oilers are, like I said, they just got to figure out starting these hockey games. I mean, they got out to the 2-0 lead in Game 3, which was great, but they gave it up and ultimately had to fight back in that hockey game. So getting out in front of it, getting some sustained pressure, some sustained strong play throughout the hockey game. I mean, it can't be a recipe for success, always having to come back in these hockey games. I mean, it definitely makes it thrilling. We know there's no quit in this Oilers team, and it's exciting, but ultimately, I think a lot of us would be a lot happier if the Oilers could find a way to put something closer to 60 minutes together and find a way to take this series in that fashion, because you don't want to have to keep coming back in every single hockey game. But for tonight, I am definitely not going to complain too much. The Edmonton Oilers have tied this series 2-2. I'm thrilled. I'm sure all of Oil Country is just ecstatic right now. Calvin Pickard came in here tonight, and, well, he faced 41 shots tonight, so what more can you ask of your backup goaltender? He's delivered back-to-back wins here for the Edmonton Oilers in this series. So I imagine Calvin Pickard carries forward into Game 5 here. I think the crease has to be his until the Oilers lose, or he shows you why he should not be in there. Maybe you don't like all the goals once again, but some bad mistakes happening in front of Calvin Pickard, and they happened in front of Stuart Skinner as well. So Calvin Pickard just seems to have more of the edge right now, so I'd be sticking with him going forward, especially with the Oilers now winning 2 straight hockey games. You got to stick with a hot hand, and Calvin Pickard is that hot hand right now for the Edmonton Oilers. So hopefully some other guys can get going here. We relied a lot, once again, on Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Evan Bouchard has always been a playoff performer for this team. Great to see Corey Perry come through. He was just an absolutely beautiful goal from Corey Perry. Knocked the puck down to midair, bats it in. Just incredible performance season from Corey Perry. He's definitely been one of the Oilers' MVPs so far this season. So it's late here, guys. I won't talk too much more about this one, but a fantastic comeback. Not overall performance, but definitely fantastic comeback from the Edmonton Oilers tonight. They take this one in overtime, 4-3 over the LA Kings, tying the series 2-2. Let me know your thoughts on the incredible comeback in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.